Hello, YouTube. Once again, Axiom Ant here with Axiom Ant Comics. Uh, the purpose of this video is to talk about my logo. The logo that you guys see in the thumbnail, and I'm going to work on my thumbnails later, but the logo you see on my thumbnail is not just a generic logo. It's not just by accident. The logo was created by my oldest daughter. Her artist name is Silly Katangi, but at this point, this was years ago that she created this logo. I just randomly asked her, "Hey, kid, can you sketch me? Just whatever you want." And she's made several sketches of me, just father daughter thing, right? But this one sketch that she made of me, I just lit up. I was like, it made me laugh. It just made me smile. Like, it looks just like me, even though it's just a silly little sketch. But it just pulled at my heartstrings. It just hit the spot, I guess, right? I was just like, this is so cool, like this sketch. And it's the same sketch that you guys see in the image on the thumbnail. I made stickers. This is almost one of the last ones here. But if you notice, this is the same sketch. And that is supposed to be me. It is me. Uh, so I was so happy that I went to one of these websites where you pay like $10 and then they do it like a marketing type of professional, logo. And I incorporated the image, right? I didn't want it to be just all mark. I wanted it to be personal to me and to give a little shout out to my daughter. So that's the image that you guys see. And I actually made a poster board of that so that I can, make a little corner here in my office. One of these videos, I'm gonna do a tour of the office, and you guys will see exactly where that poster board is. And if you ask, like, where is it now? Why don't you show in this video? It's literally the same, the same image, the same dimensions as what you're looking at on the thumbnail for these videos. So it's the exact same thing, same color scheme, everything. It's identical. So I made that and then I put it on my wall so that I can give my office here a comic book store section. I don't own a comic book store. The name comes from a combination of Axiom, which is the alter ego, superhero alter ego I gave myself just for fun. Ant is short for my name. And then comics, because why not, right? Comics, Axiom Ant Comics. That's where the name comes from. The logo, that's where that comes from. And a cool story, um, another cool story, because I think the coolest story is the fact that my kid drew that. uh, Side note, my kid loves to draw. She's been drawing since she was a little girl, always a sketchbook in her hand, no matter where she went. Um, I would take her to hockey games, baseball games, and she would be sketching. It's her thing. But I'm not going to steal her thunder. One of these days, I'll have her here and we'll make a video together. And then she could tell you all about herself. But for now, let me tell you guys a story about the poster board that I made. That's here. It's hanging here. But I got it in my head last year to take it to San Diego Comic Con, and I carried it with me. It's a little bulky, but I carried it with me for a very specific reason. I wanted for artists, big time artists, inkers, pencilers, colorists, whoever I like. I have to like them. That's just kind of my personal thing. But I wanted them to sign the poster board, and and there was a specific reason for that too. And I had to explain the reason each and every time, but I never got tired of explaining why. And here's why. Okay. I wanted to sign it so that when my nieces and nephews, my daughter, my youngest daughter, my silly Katangi daughter is already a bit older. My youngest daughter, for her to see it, my nieces, nephews, and I can explain, look at all these cool signatures on here. You know who that is? That's Frank Miller. He made The Dark Knight Returns. That's, whoever it may be, right? And I got some cool signatures on it already. And I had to explain that to these artists saying, hey, look, I don't own a comic book shop, but the reason I made this sign and I want artists to sign it is so that I can tell these young kids, get them off the iPads, the tablets, just for a few minutes, get them interested in comics, get them excited about comics, and I think that's a cool thing. And every single one of them loved it. I mean, they signed it without, some of them didn't even charge me. They're all like, okay, well, I'm charging $20 an autograph here. I'm just going to sign it. That's an awesome idea. Thanks for doing that kind of thing. It swelled up my geeky little heart. Of course it did. It's like, I was like, oh, I knew that was a good idea. So that's the story, right? That's the story of what I did with the poster board. And that's the story of the logo. I hope you guys like this video. Since this is one of the last stickers, I think I'm just going to use it to, end the video, put it right there, right next to my heart. I'll see you guys in the next one.